Okay. I have the most mass on this side. Probably the most chance of success here. This edge over here is already getting too thin. So where I have the mass, that's the smartest area to strike to try to get in there. I don't know if you can see. A lot of steppy areas. So it's good to get rid of those first. A lot of cracks on the edge. After that series of powerful flakes going in, it leaves a lot of incipient cracks, as I've mentioned already. Alright. A couple last areas where it looks like I can probably drive in through there. It's a little bit bumpy, but it's plan B. Plan A is over here on this side, somewhere in here, driving in. I'm trying to avoid this step where I hit before by probably coming in from the corner, or even down in from in here. But I don't want to hit there because then I'm going to lose mass for that barb. I don't know. If I take some of this edge off, I can thicken it and come again from this side. I don't know. That edge looks pretty good. I don't want to mess with it. Let's see. I don't know. This side seems to flake pretty good. just wish I would flake that well on this side. So what I'm going to do is, I don't see any good strong areas, so I'm going to be working on, how do I explain this, taking down these edges, but while I'm doing that I can drive flakes inward to thin it down from this face. That'll push the edge that way as I'm working on this face, and then reinforce the edge by brushing and stuff and then hitting really hard into that mass. Anyway, I'm going to lose some width. Seem to be getting all the areas except the ones I want. Alright, now I'll leave it alone, since it looks kind of messed up now. Can't have it looking too pretty. Yeah, whatever. Okay. That worked a little bit. I just hit that way and took off a flake. Okay. I think this view is not very good. I'll do the other view for the next one. You can't really see when I'm pressure flaking. At least I don't think you can see. Trying to prepare the edge for the next series of flakes, because this will be my last pass. This next series of flakes on this side, I can't do much more with it. I am going to still try to get that mass off, but after that I can't do much. You know, maybe one or two and then leave it wherever it ends up as far as thickness. Running out of space. I gotta finish it up on this next video or the camera's gonna run out of space. That was right there. Still can't get past that area. Not too bad. Got a little jump. Satisfying. Finally. Okay. All right. I'll take what I can get. I gotta finish up here. I got a little bit of time left. Just a little bit of time left. Where I would normally be doing some percussion flaking, just minimal percussion flaking, I've got to do pressure, because with antler it's really hard to do the little very precise, even though the percussion is very precise with the indirect, it's still hard to do as precise work as you can with pressure antler. Pressure antler is very precise. Percussion antler, you're going to lose some predictability. You don't lose that with the metal, with copper or aluminum. You don't lose that predictability, but with antler, it's unpredictable. You get much more predictable results with pressure. Probably with metal too, I guess, but since I can get good enough results with percussion, I just tend to use that with metals. Alright. Now what they used to do is, if I've predominantly taken flakes off from the underside here, they used to flip it over and do the same to kind of match the sides. At least in Texas anyway. No, I'm not that good at this yet, so I'm getting some step fractures. A few thick spots here I'm getting rid of. Okay. So I'm going to do a pass of flakes underneath here, and then we'll call it good. Maybe, I'm going to work on the barbs after. Almost forgot about those. That was a nice big pressure flake, but it ended in a step, so I don't know. Good enough. Should probably make an Ishi stick notcher. That's one thing I don't have. Let's see. Yeah, make one with a flat tip. That way I can notch with the Ishi stick instead of just a regular hand notcher. Excuse me while I take another risk. It's too narrow for heavy notching. There it is. See, this is much thicker. There it is. I might get my sharp termination after all. Okay. Kind of crude, but I'm going to finish it up. You see those terminations in the bottom of the notch? Nice and sharp. I don't know if you can tell. The base is a little bit off. It's still kind of crude, but I'm going to leave it. I'll just work on the edges more, and then we're done. Still got areas where I have braided, kind of dull, so I got to get rid of those. I'm going to take one more big flake, but before I do, I'll show you where I'm at. I'll try to clear some of this out with a big flake from this side coming in. Before I do that, I just want to give you an idea of what it looks like, just in case it breaks. Antler gives you a nice sharp edge, obviously. Metal, it's hard to duplicate the same type of edges with metal. Okay. See, I took off quite a bit of that edge. I'll lose a little bit more with this strike. I can even it up though. Looks like good material, so hopefully that strike will go. I don't know. Not too bad. That's it. I don't have any more time left. Just make it sharp right here where I braided it a little bit or brushed it a little bit to even it out with the other side. Make it symmetrical. Very steppy, but it's not bad for a first attempt. A little bit too many little, just a little bit scarry, a little bit too scarry. Too many flakes removed. Most of the points out here, minimal flaking. All right. So that's good enough for first stage. I don't know what you would call that. Alright, as I get better, I'll be able to do deeper notches. I just wanted to make sure I maintain the sharpness at the bottom and not stall them out. Thin. Very sharp. Edges, a little bit too steppy for my taste, but it's okay. Got kind of nervous at the end, so I'm a little bit shaky. Alright, give you a picture for the thumbnail, and that's it. Oh well. Okay.